You know what? I've been shopping at Costco for years, and I'm going to be straight with you. This place isn't what most seniors think it is. Sure, everyone talks about the deals, the bulk savings, all that jazz. But nobody's telling you about the traps. The sneaky stuff that actually costs you money instead of saving it. Look, I get it. You're on a fixed income. Social Security doesn't go as far as it used to. Every dollar matters. And Costco? They know that. They're counting on it, actually. So let me walk you through the 10 biggest traps I've seen seniors fall into at Costco, because honestly, some of this stuff makes my blood boil. Trap number 1. That membership fee might be a total waste, all right. So here's the thing. You're paying $60 a year, maybe $120 if you went executive. And yeah, they make it sound like this amazing deal, right? But hold on a second. Do the math with me here. If you're living alone or it's just you and your spouse, how much are you really buying? Because here's what I see all the time. Seniors paying that membership fee, then shopping once a month, maybe picking up some paper towels and rotisserie chicken. That's it. You're not saving money. You're losing it right out the gate. And here's what they don't tell you when you sign up. You can actually shop at Costco without a membership. Yeah, I'm serious. The pharmacy? Completely open to non-members. Federal law says so. You can get your prescriptions filled there, no membership card needed. Sometimes it's even cheaper than what Medicare charges you. Eye exams? Also free for non-members in most locations. You gotta pay if you want to buy glasses there, but the exam itself won't cost you a thing. In some states, depending on liquor laws, you can even buy alcohol without a membership. The store has to let you by law. So before you renew that membership, really think about whether you're getting your money's worth. Because trap number 1 is paying for access you might not even need. Trap number 2, bulk buying when you're living alone. This one kills me. I see it every single time I'm there. You're buying a 48-pack of English muffins, a giant tub of mayonnaise, enough laundry detergent to last until 2030. And why? Because it seems like a good deal per unit. But let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually finished a giant container of sour cream before it went bad? See, Costco's whole game is making you think bigger is better. More is savings. But when you're a senior living alone or in a two-person household, bulk buying is often just throwing money in the garbage. Literally, those strawberries will mold before you eat half of them. That bread will get stale. The vitamins will expire. And yeah, you saved $2 per pound, but you just tossed $20 worth of food in the trash. Plus, where are you storing all this stuff? Your pantry only holds so much. Your freezer's already packed. Now you're buying storage containers to hold the bulk items you bought to save money. You see how that doesn't make sense? Here's what nobody tells you. Sometimes the smaller package at your regular grocery store is actually the better deal for your situation. Because you'll use all of it. No waste. No guilt about throwing away moldy cheese. Trap number 3, the executive membership upsell. Oh man, they love pushing this one on seniors. Just upgrade to executive. You'll get 2% back on everything you buy. Sounds great, right? Except, do you actually spend enough to make it worthwhile? That executive membership costs $120 instead of $60. So you need to spend at least $3,000 a year just to break even on the upgrade. That's $250 a month. Now, if you're buying gas there regularly, stocking up for a big family, sure, you might hit that. But most seniors I know, they're not dropping $250 a month at Costco. Not even close. And yeah, they say if you don't earn back the extra $60 in rewards, they'll refund the difference. But you know what? That's just getting your own money back. You still didn't save anything. The executive membership works for some people, large families, small business owners. But for the average senior, it's usually just an extra $60 down the drain every year. Trap number 4, the layout is designed to confuse you. Ever notice how you can never find anything at Costco? That's not an accident. That's the whole point. They move stuff around constantly. No clear signage. No logical organization. You came in for toilet paper and milk, and somehow those are on complete opposite ends of the warehouse. Why? Because they want you walking past everything else. Every end cap. Every display. Every impulse by opportunity. And here's the thing. When you're a senior, maybe dealing with mobility issues, maybe getting tired easier. This layout is exhausting. You're walking what feels like miles just to find basic items. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s pushing those giant carts, getting more and more frustrated, wandering around looking for something simple like coffee or paper towels. It's not right. Plus, all that walking and searching, you're more likely to grab something just because you passed it 4 times and it started looking good. That's impulse buying by exhaustion. The seasonal stuff they put right at the entrance? That's anchoring. They show you a $1,200 TV or a fancy patio set, and suddenly everything else seems cheaper by comparison. Your brain gets tricked into thinking a $40 pack of batteries is a steal because, hey, at least it's not $1,200. Trap number 5, those deals in the middle aisle, they call it Action Alley. I call it the financial danger zone. It's that wide middle section with all the pallets stacked up. Random stuff everywhere. A massage chair next to protein powder next to a 50-pack of socks. And everything looks like an amazing deal, right? Special price. Limited time. Bundle offer. Here's the trap. Just because something's in Action Alley doesn't mean you need it. Or even want it, really. I see seniors loading up on stuff just because it's there and it looks like a bargain. A fancy blender they'll never use. A set of luggage when they haven't traveled in years. A giant pack of protein bars that taste like cardboard and will sit in the pantry forever. The prices might be good. Sometimes they really are. But you know what's better than saving money on something? Not buying it at all. Before you grab anything from Action Alley, ask yourself, did I come here planning to buy this? Or am I buying it because it's in front of me? 9 times out of 10, it's the second one. And that's how Costco gets you. Trap number 6. Expiration dates on bulk food. This is a big one, especially for seniors. You buy that giant jar of pickles, that massive container of Greek yogurt, a 10-pound bag of flour, and it all seems great until you look at the expiration date. Sometimes these bulk items expire way faster than you'd think, especially fresh stuff. That bag of salad greens might only have 3 days left. That cheese? 2 weeks. And sure, you're thinking, oh, I'll use it all. But then life happens. You don't feel like cooking one night. You go out to lunch with friends. Someone brings you leftovers. And suddenly that food you bought to save money is sitting there, about to go bad. Here's something most people don't think about. Buying in bulk only saves you money if you actually use everything before it expires. Otherwise, you're just prepaying for garbage. I've watched seniors buy these huge quantities of fresh food, and then I see them back at Costco next week buying more because the first batch went bad. That's not savings. That's waste with a membership fee attached. Trap number 7. The impulse buy festival. Costco knows exactly what they're doing with product placement. The rotisserie chickens at the back? That smell hits you from 3 aisles away. Your stomach starts growling. Suddenly you're hungry, and when you're hungry, you buy more stuff. The free samples? Same thing. You taste something, it's pretty good, boom, it's in your cart. Even though you'd never buy it otherwise. The end caps with seasonal items? You see Christmas decorations in October and think, oh, I should stock up. Do you need 3 boxes of holiday cards? Probably not. But they're right there, and they seem cheap. For seniors especially, this can be tough. You grew up in a different era. When you saw a good deal, you grabbed it because that's what you did. Waste not, want not, right? But Costco's counting on that instinct. They're basically weaponizing your good sense about savings and turning it against you. The best defense? Shop with a list. Stick to the list. Don't go when you're hungry. And for the love of God, avoid the free samples if you have any impulse control issues. Trap number 8. The giant cart effect. Ever notice how huge those Costco carts are? That's psychological warfare, my friend. See, when you put a few items in that massive cart, it looks empty. Your brain thinks, I barely have anything. I should get more. So you add stuff, and add stuff, and add stuff. And by the time you get to checkout, your cart's full and your bill is $400. This hits seniors particularly hard because, let's be honest, a lot of us like seeing value. A full cart feels like we got our money's worth. But you know what? An empty cart and a full wallet is actually better. Plus, those carts are heavy when they're loaded up. I've seen seniors struggling to push overfilled carts to their cars. It's not safe. And then you gotta unload everything, bring it inside, put it all away. That's exhausting. Here's a trick. Use a regular shopping basket if you're just grabbing a few things. Or keep a running total on your phone as you shop. When you hit your budget limit, you're done. Trap number 9. Forgetting about your regular grocery store. This might sound weird, but hear me out. A lot of seniors I know got so caught up in Costco culture that they stopped comparing prices at their regular store. And guess what? Costco isn't always cheaper. Not even close sometimes. Your local grocery store runs sales. They have senior discount days. They give you rewards points. They stock smaller sizes that actually make sense for your household. That gallon of milk at Costco might be cheaper per ounce, but if you only use half before it goes bad, your regular store's half gallon was the better buy. Plus, your regular store is probably closer. You don't have to deal with Costco crowds. You can pop in for just 1 or 2 items without feeling like you're on a safari expedition. I'm not saying never shop at Costco. I'm saying don't make it your only option just because everyone keeps telling you it's the best deal. Trap number 10, the return policy abuse trap. Now, Costco's return policy is legendary. You can return almost anything, anytime, no questions asked. And yeah, that sounds great. But here's the trap I see seniors falling into. They buy stuff thinking, oh, if I don't like it, I'll just return it. So they stop being careful about purchases. They stop thinking things through. And then returning stuff becomes this whole ordeal. You gotta load it back in the car. Drive back to Costco. Wait in the returns line. Deal with the hassle. Plus, and this is important, Costco tracks your returns. If you're returning too much stuff, they will cancel your membership. No warning. Just done. I've heard stories of seniors who got flagged because they were returning items regularly, thinking they were just being smart shoppers. Then boom, membership canceled, and they're embarrassed and confused about what happened. The return policy is there as a safety net, not as a shopping strategy. Look, I'm not trying to trash Costco. For some people, it's genuinely a great deal. But for seniors, you gotta be smart about it. Maybe you don't need a membership at all. Use the pharmacy and eye center without one. Maybe you split a membership with a friend or family member. Share the card, share the costs. Maybe you only go once every couple months and really stock up on the non-perishable stuff that makes sense. Paper products, cleaning supplies, that sort of thing. But whatever you do, stop falling for the idea that bigger is always better and bulk is always savings. Because I've seen too many seniors, people on fixed incomes, people who really need to watch every dollar, getting taken advantage of by these traps. And it makes me angry. You worked hard your whole life. You deserve to actually save money, not just feel like you're saving money while your budget gets drained. So next time you're thinking about heading to Costco, really ask yourself, is this helping me? Or is this helping Costco? Your bank account will thank you for being honest about the answer.